Archangel Michael says, "The truth about what happened has been hidden for too long, but the time for silence is over." The weight of this betrayal is echoing in the unseen realms, stirring the hearts of those who truly care for you. Even heaven is watching closely, because what was done to you was not just wrong, it was deeply vile. This act was not a mistake or a misunderstanding, it was intentional, planned, and executed with cold precision. The person who did this to you thought they would walk away without consequence, but the walls they built to hide their guilt are already starting to collapse. They underestimated your strength, and now their own actions are about to become their downfall. People around you are not just upset, they are outraged. They have seen the pain, the disrespect, and the cruelty you endured, and the fire of their anger is spreading fast. Whispers have turned into open conversations, and soon the truth will travel faster than the lies they tried to use against you. Even those who once defended this person are beginning to step back. The evidence, the words, the small details that were once ignored are now forming a clear picture. What they did to you was not only disgusting, it broke a line that can never be crossed again. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Their mask is slipping. The polished image they show to the world is cracking under the pressure of their own deceit. They thought their charm or status would shield them, but those same qualities are now making their downfall more visible. There's a shift in the air, people are speaking with more courage, willing to call out the wrongs they see. They are no longer afraid of the consequences of telling the truth, because what happened to you has ignited something bigger than fear. The disgust is not just in people's words. It's in their eyes, their actions, their sudden refusal to be associated with this person. Invitations are being withdrawn, opportunities are slipping from their hands, and the circle they thought would protect them is turning away. Some are even working quietly behind the scenes to make sure justice is served. They are gathering proof, preparing statements, and building a wall of support around you. The one who tried to harm you will soon find themselves cornered with no escape. Type Amen to get blessing 779. Archangel Michael says, "You must know, you are not standing alone in this battle. Heaven has moved pieces you cannot yet see, and the hands of justice are already in motion. Every insult, every humiliation, every wound they caused you is being recorded. This person's arrogance blinded them. They thought they could cover their tracks, hide their intentions, and twist the story to make you look guilty. But their lies have holes, and those holes are growing wider by the day. Some people who once laughed at your pain are now silent, unsure how to defend what cannot be defended. The shift in their tone is proof that the truth is winning, even before it is officially spoken. There is a growing demand for answers, and this time, they will not be able to avoid them. The room they once controlled will soon turn against them, and every voice will echo the same word, accountability. Type Amen to get blessing 561. Their downfall will not come in silence, it will be loud, messy, and undeniable. The same people they used to impress will be the ones to call them out. The same doors they walked through with confidence will be slammed shut in their face. Even now, they are trying to reach out to certain people to control the damage, but it's too late. The chain reaction has already begun, and every move they make is being watched closely. The disgust in people's hearts is not fading, it's growing. Each day brings a new reminder of what they did, and each reminder fuels the determination to see justice served. Your name will not be remembered for what they tried to do to you, but for how you stood your ground while they fell apart. That will be your victory. Type Amen to get blessing 902. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. The whispers about them are no longer whispers, they are sharp, cutting truths that spread faster than they can deny. Every story, every detail is lining up to form the undeniable picture of what they did to you. It is a portrait painted in betrayal, deceit, and cruelty. Those who once stood in the shadows are stepping forward with courage. They are telling their stories, showing their proof, and supporting you without fear. The more they speak, the more the walls of lies crumble. You are becoming the symbol of truth in this entire storm. People look at you and see strength, resilience, and dignity despite the dirt that was thrown your way. They see someone who could have broken, but chose to rise instead. And the person who thought they destroyed you? They are drowning in the very lies they built for you. Every word they once used against you now points back at them like a sharp arrow. Type Amen to get blessing 427. Archangel Michael says, the time has come for the hidden hands to be revealed. The ones who silently encouraged this betrayal will no longer be able to hide in the crowd. They will be pulled into the light, whether they want it or not. There are people in high places who are quietly watching this unfold. They have power, influence, and the means to end this person's false reputation. They are simply waiting for the right moment to act. This right moment is approaching faster than expected. The clock is ticking, and soon, the final piece of truth will be placed where everyone can see it. That will be the moment their fall becomes unstoppable. Even those who tried to remain neutral will be forced to pick a side, and many are already leaning toward you. The truth has a way of pulling people in, no matter how much fear surrounds it. Type Amen to get blessing 654. They underestimated the strength of your supporters. They thought you were alone, easy to silence, easy to humiliate. But every day, more voices join yours, and the sound of unity is shaking the ground beneath them. The shame they feel is growing heavier. In public, they still try to smile, to act as though nothing is wrong. But in private, their walls are closing in, and the reality of their actions is haunting them. This is not just about revenge, this is about balance being restored. The harm they caused will be met with consequences, and the damage they created will be undone by the very forces they mocked. They will soon face the undeniable truth that no amount of denial can protect them now. The chains they placed on your reputation will snap, and the backlash will be swift and merciless. Type Amen to get blessing 893. Even the ones who were once blind to their actions are waking up. Friends, family, and even strangers are questioning why this person would go to such lengths to hurt you. That questioning will turn into outrage. The tide is turning, and it's turning in your favor. This is the kind of change that can't be stopped, it has already gained too much momentum. In the days ahead, you will see things shift in ways you never imagined. Opportunities will come back to you, and doors they tried to close will reopen wider than before. And they? They will be left standing outside, watching the very blessings they tried to steal from you fall into your hands instead. Type Amen to get blessing 512. The truth is already slipping through the cracks of their false image. Every fake smile, every staged story, every carefully crafted lie is beginning to look suspicious to those around them. The more they try to cover it, the more it exposes them. People are comparing notes, realizing that the timelines, the events, and the excuses never matched. Those who once believed their every word are starting to feel deceived and angry. And when anger begins to spread, there is no way to contain it. This is why their steps have become shaky. The confidence they carried is gone, replaced by a nervous glance over their shoulder. They know something is coming for them, even if they don't know exactly when it will strike. The air is heavy with the sense of justice approaching, and they can feel it pressing on their chest. It is not fear of losing their reputation alone, it is fear of facing the truth they buried deep. Type Amen to get blessing 301. Archangel Michael says, the betrayal you faced was never meant to stay hidden. Heaven saw it, earth felt it, and people's hearts absorbed the pain you carried. Now, that pain is becoming a force that will push the truth forward. They thought that destroying your name would make you weaker. Instead, it forged a strength inside you that they cannot match. Every tear you shed became a stone in the wall that now protects you. Their lies may have fooled some for a while, but truth is patient. It waits for the right moment to rise. That moment is now unfolding, and nothing can stop it. The ones who once whispered in their defense will soon avoid even speaking their name. The shame of being linked to them will be too much to bear. Type Amen to get blessing 722. You will begin to notice their silence in the spaces where they once spoke loudly. Invitations will dry up, opportunities will vanish, and those who once praised them will keep their distance. This is the slow unraveling before the complete collapse. The energy they used to destroy you is now turning back on them. It's like a mirror reflecting every dark intention they sent your way. And the reflection is becoming unbearable for them to face. In their private moments, they are restless. Sleep escapes them, peace avoids them, and every sound makes them wonder who has found out another piece of the truth. It is only a matter of time before everything they have built on lies comes crashing down in full view of everyone they tried to impress. Type Amen to get blessing 478. People are watching them more closely now. They notice the shifts in their tone, the way their hands fidget when certain topics come up. Those subtle signs are becoming impossible to hide. The disgust people feel is not just about what they did, it's about the pride they showed while doing it. That arrogance is what makes the outrage so deep. Soon, they will face the reality that there is nowhere left to hide. Every space they once felt safe in will become a place where the truth follows them. And your presence will be a reminder that they failed to break you, and that their actions only led to their own destruction. Type Amen to get blessing 694. The conversations about them are no longer hidden in corners, they are being spoken openly. People are no longer afraid to share the details of what they saw and heard. The truth is no longer a quiet whisper, it is a loud, unshakable voice. Their name, once spoken with respect, now carries a weight of disgust. Even those who tried to defend them in the beginning are starting to admit they were wrong. The shift is irreversible. You will notice that they avoid certain people, certain places, and certain questions. This is because they know that one wrong move will expose everything. The fear of being confronted is becoming their constant companion. They may smile in public, but that smile is fragile. One push, and it will shatter completely. That breaking point is getting closer every single day. Type Amen to get blessing 859. Archangel Michael says, "Heaven is not blind to the pain you endured. Every cruel word, every unfair act, and every moment they tried to humiliate you has been recorded. The time has come for the scales to be balanced. They believed your silence was weakness, but it was strength. You chose to rise instead of retaliate, and now the power you held in patience is being released. The disgust people feel is more than anger, it is deep disappointment in someone they once trusted. That disappointment will fuel the justice that is coming. They will not be able to walk away from this without facing the full consequences. Every choice they made is leading them exactly to where they deserve to be." Type Amen to get blessing 944. The energy around you is shifting. You can feel the weight lifting as the truth spreads and the lies crumble. The heaviness they placed on your shoulders is now resting on theirs. Doors that were closed to you because of their deceit will open again. The opportunities they tried to take will find their way back to you. What they meant for harm is turning into your blessing. This shift will not just be seen by you, it will be witnessed by everyone. And that public turn of events will make the impact even greater. Soon, their own actions will stand as proof that no one can harm you without answering for it. Type Amen to get blessing 376. People are furious not only because of what they did, but because of how they acted after. Their lack of remorse has made the outrage stronger. No apology could ever cover the depth of the harm they caused. There is a ripple effect happening now. One person tells another, who tells another, until the truth is everywhere. And with each retelling, the disgust grows deeper. They may try to rewrite the story, but too many people now know the real version. The damage to their image is permanent. And you will rise from this not as a victim, but as the living proof that lies cannot win forever. Type Amen to get blessing 531. Their connections are starting to break. People they once relied on for support are stepping back quietly, not wanting to be caught in the storm that's gathering around them. The same crowd they used to entertain is now whispering behind their back. There is no hiding from this kind of exposure. Once the truth starts to circulate, it doesn't stop, it spreads like wildfire, burning through every false story they've told. What they thought was secure is now crumbling in their own hands. You will notice the changes in their behavior. They will avoid eye contact, skip events, and stay in the shadows. It's not out of humility, it's out of fear that the wrong person will confront them. Every day, that fear grows heavier. And soon, that fear will be replaced by the crushing weight of public shame. This is the moment they never thought would come, but it's here. Type Amen to get blessing 624. Archangel Michael says, "You must remember, none of this is coincidence. The same way their cruelty was deliberate, the unfolding of justice is deliberate too. Heaven does not forget the cries of the innocent. They plotted, they schemed, and they smiled in your face while betraying you behind your back. They thought no one would see the truth. But now, the very people they used to deceive are beginning to see them clearly. The disgust people feel is no longer private, it's visible in their expressions, in the way they turn away, in the silence they give instead of praise. That is the punishment they cannot escape from. Soon, they will realize that the only thing more painful than being exposed is being abandoned by the same people they once used to stand tall. Type Amen to get blessing 895. The energy surrounding them has shifted into something heavy, almost unbearable. No matter where they go, they can feel the change in how people look at them. The respect they once commanded is gone. Every space they enter feels colder. Every handshake feels weaker. Every conversation feels like it's walking on the edge of exposing them. They will try to put on a brave face, but the cracks are already showing. And those cracks will keep widening until the mask falls completely. The downfall is no longer a question of if, it's a matter of when. And that, when, is closing in fast. Type Amen to get blessing 417. They are beginning to face what they feared the most, consequences. Their words will be twisted back at them, their lies brought into the light. And every attempt to defend themselves will sound hollow. People are remembering the times they ignored your pain. They are now regretting not speaking up sooner. The guilt is spreading almost as quickly as the anger. This situation will not end quietly. The collapse will be loud, undeniable, and witnessed by everyone they once impressed. And when it happens, you will stand tall, knowing that truth outlived every lie they told about you. Type Amen to get blessing 752. Their own past actions are coming back like echoes they can't silence. Every cruel thing they did to you is finding its way into the open. And now, there's no one left who will cover for them. Even the ones who once spoke in their defense are keeping their distance. They can feel the shift in the air and they don't want to be dragged down with them. The isolation is only beginning, but it's already breaking their confidence. Behind closed doors, they are restless. Sleep feels impossible, food has no taste, and every moment alone is filled with thoughts of being found out. The image they built for years is collapsing in a matter of days. And the people who once admired them? They are now the same people calling for their accountability, demanding they answer for what they've done. Type Amen to get blessing 638. Archangel Michael says, this is not just a turning point, it is a complete reversal. Everything they tried to take from you is finding its way back to you, doubled. What they thought would ruin you is now strengthening your name. Their reputation was built on illusion, and illusions cannot survive under the weight of truth. The brighter your light shines, the more their shadows are exposed. This is why they're scrambling to change the story, but it's too late. Too many eyes have seen the truth, too many ears have heard the facts. The damage to their image is beyond repair. And what's coming next will be the part they never prepared for, watching you win while they fade into the background. Type Amen to get blessing 419. They will try to act as though they are unbothered, but inside, every word people say about them will cut deeper than they admit. The pride they carried will be replaced with bitterness. And bitterness always eats away at the person who holds it. People will stop trusting them with even the smallest tasks or truths. They will notice that conversations end when they enter the room. This is the social exile that comes with betrayal. Their downfall won't just be seen, it will be felt in every lost opportunity, every door closed in their face. That's the reality they created for themselves. And it will be impossible for them to hide from it, because everywhere they go, the reminders will be waiting. Type Amen to get blessing 587. The disgust that people feel toward them is not something that fades. It stays, it lingers, and it changes the way everyone looks at them forever. That's the mark they left on themselves. Soon, they will be left wondering how everything fell apart so fast. But deep down, they will know it was their own choices that caused it. Your strength will be remembered far longer than their cruelty. And that is the ultimate victory. You are rising, and they are falling. Justice is not coming quietly. It's coming like a storm, and they won't be able to stop it. Type Amen to get blessing 900.